Hi guys, how are you? Okay, so a couple things. I have not taken my vitamins off of my desk. This is my filming desk and I left them up here since the vitamin video. Clean that up later. Okay, a couple things. One, have you ate yet? Have you had lunch? Well, would you like to join me for lunch today? So let me explain a couple things. One, this is the Salad and Go is the name of the place. And this is their kids. This is a freaking kids salad, you guys. A kids salad. Their adult salad is in an orange container and it's more deeper. I mean, it's not that much deeper, but it's deeper. And so this is the kids salad. I don't need an adult salad. It's just too much for me. And then it's like right down the street. Maybe like, it's like about, I don't know, a block away. And from Chick-fil-A. So I ordered a cup of ice water. Well, I always order 2 cups of ice water. I didn't realize that I still had some ice water in here. I just knew that I was picking it up whenever I order from Chick-fil-A. Not all places, but whenever I order from Chick-fil-A, because not all places have where their ice and their water actually taste good. So whenever I order from them, my heart coaster. I love this marble coaster. I always have it up here for, because I usually have my drink up here. So I have my kids salad. It's romaine lettuce, cucumbers, shredded carrots, croutons, and ranch. That's how it comes. You can change things if you need to. And then I have bought a 5-piece chicken nugget from Chick-fil-A so that I can make it one thing. Now, one thing I do need to do is this. This is my last antibiotic for that bacterial infections that I'm dealing with. So it's the last one for today. Or that's the last one in the bottle, so yay. So a couple things. What made me want to do this is David and I. Okay, so let's start with, have you ever seen those like romance scam shows? The ones where people are talking to like random people on the internet and they are calling them their boyfriend or their girlfriend or whatever they're calling them. Normally I would split this in half and only eat 1/2 at a time. You know what I'm thinking? That's what I'm going to do right now too, because I don't normally eat the whole thing at once. And I don't like to have salad dressing on my salad until I'm ready to eat it, because it makes it really soggy and I don't like that. So anyways, they always are like in these long distance relationship with people, and the people swear up and down, like, oh, we're going to get married, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, blah, 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 whatever they're saying. And this person is almost always sending them money. I think I've seen maybe one episode where the person swore up and down they weren't sending money, but honestly, if you listen to their story, I really don't believe them. This is the other, well, I don't have the lid because I'm using the lid. So I used 2 nuggets. This really will make me 2 lunches unless I'm like absolutely starving. And there are times where I'm just so starving I will eat more, but most times I can get away with just one. Or it making 2 meals. So this is going to be my meal for now. And you guys, let me tell you. So this show, hold on, let me back you up a little bit. This show has people every single episode. The scammer is always telling them something like, did I already ask you? What are you having for lunch today? Is it anything like what I'm having? I would love to hear all about it because I'm always looking for another idea on what to eat for lunch. No big deal to me, but you know. This is my continuous glucose monitor right now. I'm at 85. Let's see what happens. So here's the thing. Those scammers always ask them every single day, have you ate yet? And every time, it's funny because in real life, who asks that, right? I always ask David that whenever I talk to him because a couple different reasons. Sorry, my memory card got full. So it stopped recording right in the middle of my thought. But what I was saying was, who normally asks you, have you ate yet? But I don't know. They always do. And I always ask David whenever we talk like in the afternoons and stuff, have you ate yet? The reason why I'm asking is because if he hasn't eaten recently, that means that I need to make dinner sooner. If he has, that means I might not need to make dinner at all until like hours later. So I always ask. But every time I ask, in the back of my mind, I always think about that. And then the other thing is, have you ever seen, like David and I watch a lot of like food challenges and like mukbangs. I know mukbangs started out as Korean food channels, right? What it was is it basically means an eating show, right? And this eating show was created originally as a way for people to connect. It was people who didn't have anybody to like eat with, to have dinner with, lunch with, you know, mostly single people, lonely people, those kinds of things. And they created these shows so that they didn't have to feel like they were eating alone. They were eating with viewers. People would tune in just to watch them eat or eat with them so that not only would the creator not feel alone, but the viewer wouldn't feel alone because they both eat together. And I was always intrigued by that. And I always wanted to do something like that. Not the way that mukbangs have become now, where it's basically just people eating like exorbitant amounts of food just to see if they can or what have you. That was never my thought process on that. What I wanted to do was be able to feel like we're having a more in-depth conversation, you and I, where we can sit down, have lunch together or dinner together and just hang out and talk while we eat or talk while we have coffee or something like that. That was always my intention and my goal when I first created this channel. And I'll be honest with you, I was always just too embarrassed to do it. I always felt like people would judge me because here's this big fat lady on TV or this big fat lady on YouTube who's just eating. I was embarrassed. But this week, with David being gone, he's been gone since Sunday, today's Friday. They're trying to kidnap him. They don't ever want to give him back to me. They want him to stay another whole week and not even come home. And he has to come home because he needs to pick up his medication. So he told them he has to come home. Well, I don't know what happened, but somehow he's coming home on Sunday and then he has to go back another day, or I don't really know. But with him gone all week, I've been really lonely. Like, I'm not even going to lie. I've told you guys many times, I don't have anybody here. I have no friends. I have no family. I have me. I have my work, but I haven't been working. I have David and I have you. I have been so lonely that I'm over my embarrassment. I know you guys can see the redness over here and the not redness over here. I don't know what it is, but rosacea always starts here on this side of my face. I don't know why. Just like when I get my hormonal outbreaks, it's almost always on this side. This month it was on this side. You can see it's like clearing up a lot, like it's almost completely gone. But the rosacea is like really bad right now. So if you're wondering if it looks like I got slapped, I didn't. It's hormonal or internal. I don't know. It's rosacea. I know. I'm one of the very few people who are dark skinned who have rosacea. It's normally a lighter skinned person's illness, but here we are. So I always wanted to do this, and I never figured out how I can eat and talk, because nobody wants to just hear chewing. I always try to figure out. So I'm trying to take smaller bites for two reasons. One, it'll force me to chew it longer and more thoroughly, because I've always been a person who just sort of chews and swallows without fully chewing my food. But yeah, so cheers. I don't know if this is something that you guys will find appealing. A lot of people hate to hear people chew. A lot of people hate to see people talk with their mouth full. But the reality is, when you sit and have lunch with somebody, that's what you do. You talk and you eat, and you're, just interacting in that way. And I just thought it would be something fun, something interesting, and something that would keep me from feeling so lonely. And hopefully something that will keep you from feeling lonely if you ever feel lonely. I will say that often I try to not eat the croutons. Not for any other reason, but first, I love croutons. But lately they've been hurting the roof of my mouth. And when I say lately, I mean like it's been years, and I don't know why it does that, but it doesn't feel good. I finally got to a piece of chicken. Normally I usually get a fork and a knife, a butter knife. They didn't give me a butter knife, and I'm not going to go search for one. But I usually cut up the chicken pieces so they're smaller. So that my 5 pieces will last this entire giant salad. Because, look how much I still have left. And there's only 3 more nuggies. This definitely needs to be calibrated, because it's dropped down to 77 while I'm eating. Before I eat that salad, I'll make sure to chop up the little nuggies so it'll last longer. But I don't know if this is something you guys are interested in or not. I don't know if this is weird, but in my head, it seems like a lot of fun, right? Dexcom, man, it just keeps going off, telling me like, oh, you closed your app. Oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Stop it. Stop telling me that. Another crouton. I love croutons, even though they hurt my roof of my mouth now. That one didn't scratch at all. And I wonder if it's because it was kind of soggy from the ranch. If this is something that intrigues you or interests you, or, something that you hate, please leave it in the comments down below. It helps me to understand what it is that you guys want to see, what kind of content you guys enjoy. And, because I'm not filming just to hear myself talk. I'm filming to track my goals, to track my weight loss, to track my mental health progression. I don't know how many of you guys know this. If you haven't been around for a long time, and you probably don't know, but when I first started this channel 2 years ago, I was in a really, really dark place. I was in group therapy 5 days a week, 6 hours a day. It was very intense, very hard. So I started this channel. And it was about, the goal of the channel was always about, you know, self-love, learning self-love techniques, learning how to stop self-sabotaging, learning how to love yourself, learning how to like deal with the mental things that a lot of us deal with. And also, it was just an overall health journey. Like, it was me wanting to get healthy physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I used to talk more about the therapy side, probably because I was just in such deep therapy every single day that it was like kind of the only thing that I had going on. I wasn't working, I wasn't nothing, just going to therapy every day. And it was an outpatient facility, so I didn't live there or anything. I lived here, but I was there every single day. And you're only allowed to miss so many days or so many hours that would count as a whole day. But I needed it. I was in a really dark place and I needed it. And one of my outlets was to film. And so that's how I started. That's how I started doing these videos. And they just slowly have progressed into different things along the way. But I just want to include you. I want to engage with you. I want to make you feel seen and heard. And the way that that's possible is by getting your opinions on my content, what it is you would like to see, and if certain things interest you or not. I am more than happy to experiment on things that you like, things that you don't like, and we'll go from there. Before I got really bad in like June or July, my intention was, because I was only filming once a week, and then suddenly I started filming twice a week. But my intention was always to move my days so that I would film, or I would post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That was always my goal. Well, I didn't know what days. I just knew 3 times a week. And my goal was eventually Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I hadn't done it yet. And luckily I hadn't, because then I got really sick and I was barely able to even post 1 video a week, much less 3. And now that I'm getting better, now that I'm having more energy, and now that I'm just like able to do more things in a day, I really would like to do that. But I'm sort of like, I know Tuesdays I update you guys on what's going on with my weight loss and, you know, everything that's going on with that on that day. But on Fridays, it's just sort of random things. There's no real like, there's no real structure. to that day. Like, it could change. But for now, I'd really just love to hear your opinions on what it is that you want to see more of, or see of, period. What you want to see less of. So this is my last bite. There's like some shreds of carrots, but that's it. I'm going to rinse this out, put the lid back on. But cheers. I hope that this was piece of lettuce. I hope this was as fun for you as it was for me. Thank you for keeping me company. Let's put a salad emoji. So if you made it this far, throw in the comments a salad emoji along with what it is that you ate today. Any recipes you want to try. There's so many recipes that I'm dying to try. Like, I'm so excited that it's starting to get a little warmer or cooler, because I'm dying to break out the crock pot. But it's too hot right now to still do that because it's still in the 90s. Like, even though we have days where it drops a little, like it'll be 80 something. Like right now, it's 84. But the high today is going to be 90. Tomorrow it's going to be 93. The next day, 96. So it's still too hot for crock pots, but it's getting cooler. So I have a lot of crock pot recipes that I want to try. And I just want to hear how your week has been. Oh yeah, digital hugs. Thank you so much for letting me be there for you. Thank you so much for keeping me company. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I want to hear all about how your week has been, how things are going for you. Remember that anytime you need to talk, I'm here. Period. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye.